Welcome in, people. Let's just wait a few seconds, let the people join in, let Smooth join in. Let me set up everything. I will just proceed to actually share my screen. As you are all aware, of course, I have Scorpion Capital Management website open. Let's see, maybe Smooth needs to or wants to share his screen in a second, but he will jump in and we will just wait for our regulars, right? Flamebull, Sandra, AT, how you all doing? Everything fine? Oh, MB, how you doing? Celine, welcome in. Perfect. This sounds good. Your picture again, Sandra. Raj, Janukas, Jake, welcome in. How you all doing? Hope you can hear me clear. Just need to grab the YouTube live also. Give me a second. All right, perfect. Okay. Nipernadi, welcome in. Smooth. Oh, Janukas. Janukas, you can speak now. Just need to unmute yourself. Ah, there he is. Give me a second. Smooth, how are you doing?
Hey man, how are you doing?
Hey, doing fine. Nice to have you here, Smooth. Nice to
Yeah,
have you here.
yeah, same. Just waiting for Cash. Cash is the lead developer. And yeah, me and Cash, we have been amazingly busy with the token. I mean, we have done AMA tours. We've got Legacy Capital. I mean, it was the same marketing partner that you guys had. And
Exactly.
yeah, we're just working over hours. I mean, we have our own jobs as well. But really excited about this. So we're actually going live after the AMA, not right after, but after it. We just need a few, yeah, let's say 30 or to 1 hour to just finalize the private sale airdrop, and yeah, then I think we can go live.
I like this. Sounds sounds nice. We've known each other, for the people who are not aware, we've known each other since quite some time now, through a
Yeah,
Discord.
since you
Through
launch, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Since we launched, we've known each other. Was amazed because I was aware that you also work in like this traditional finance, right? Um, was quite amazed when I
Yeah.
heard, hey, I'm launching my own project, also trying to do more, let's say, more on the DeFi side, right, on this very financial side of things. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, it's basically, so what you're seeing is finance is really a trend in the market right now, and I mean definitely with your token as well. I mean your guys' idea was really nice. It was getting rewards in Binance USD. So I mean I remember that when I invested in you guys back I think like 3-4 months ago when you guys started. I mean, yeah, it was amazing the amount of rewards I was getting for the pre-sale tokens. Yeah, it was good. And then yeah, I already had the idea, because I remember Buka telling me that you guys are also into investment banking. You all guys have your jobs and stuff.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, likewise, I mean, I have it too, and Cash, he was studying computer science and he did his thesis on crypto. So he became a blockchain developer and worked on some big NFT projects. But some of those projects also had their own tokens developed. So Cash has a lot of experience. So yeah, we just when I told Cash I want to, I mean, also have a finance as a service token, then yeah, he was like, let's do it. And now we're here. So in the course of like let's say 2 months when the private sale started, and when I remember you guys, I mean, telling you guys that I'm going to do my own project. So yeah, after 2 months, we're here doing an AMA with you guys.
I love it. I love it. Can tell you, really love it. Just one quick question, because we don't have like this exact schedule um, of how we are handling that stuff. How do you want to handle it? Do you want to answer, or do you want to just tell the people a little bit about what you guys are doing, what you guys are launching? Because as we all know, launch is imminent right after the AMA. Once you're finished
Yeah, exactly.
organizing everything, because basically for the people, also for our community, right, we have the whale fund going. This is a possible investment case for the whale fund, pretty early investment case as well. And so basically Smooth and Cash was his name, right?
Yeah, Cash is saying that he wants to speak.
Ah, there I see him. Yes, yes, give me a second. You can speak now, Cash. Sorry for that.
Actually, I have some questions for the AMA that we usually do. When I mean, I just wrote down the most common questions that you have about the project. And we have done some few AMAs. So we did in Legends group. We went into Tongs Lounge. We did the Pink Seal one. We did Nordic Wheels, and they had like 150 people. And then we had Coin Launch Marketing. And I wrote down the most, important questions that they ask, and it starts with the background and it goes into the roles of the team members and about SCM, so our token, and then we go into more detail, and then we look at the roadmap, and then at launch where and when. But yeah, of course, you guys know that already. And yeah, I mean, we're also open for community questions. So we can just if you want, I could just forward you this questions list, and then we can go over that, and then after that we can just open towards the community, and everything that we haven't covered we can just put in.
Yeah, perfect, perfect. Love it, love it. Love this approach. Will be very organized here. Just let me double check here. Cash, you should be unmuted now.
Yeah, I am. You hear me?
Ah, yes. How are you doing, Cash? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. And you?
Ah, very fine, very fine. Looking forward to get this insight on
For
Scorpio
sure.
Capital.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing to be here. I posted the questions in the chat. I mean, you can look at it if you want.
Perfect. Wait, give me a second. Ba,
It's
ba,
in
ba,
the
ba.
main chat.
Yes, yes, I see it. Tokenomics. Perfect. Love it. Roadmap launch. Where when? Nah, perfect. Yeah, this covers basically a lot of stuff already. So basically, just just to double check with everything, we have the AMA running today. As you are all aware now, Smooth and we've known each other since quite some time now in the crypto space. Now he's coming up with his own project. We are looking for a possible fund invest here, and basically giving Scorpion Capital here the stage to actually convince us, right, of a possible investment. But basically, I would hand over the mic to you guys. Questions seem alright, and you can basically just start right into it.
Awesome.
Oh, I can hear myself twice. Cash, can you just fix your mic real quick?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, so
Okay.
if you can start with a small, I guess not has to be small, but just a explanation of the project.
Yeah, we'll go with the regular introduction that we always do. So I like the fact that you're already sharing our website. That's amazing. So yeah, I mean, normally we just have the website up and we just talk about the project. But let me just first, start with the background. So same thing, known Buka and AJ and everyone from the Bankers Dream team since quite a while. I was actually a pre-sale investor, and it went really good. I mean, we had a good collaboration with the Discord. The Discord is a server that we all guys we learned trading there. And initially it started with stocks for me. So yeah, let me just introduce me and my team. So I'm Smooth, and I'm the project owner for Scorpion Capital Management. And our team, it consists of 3 core members, and I think now about 6 to 7 moderators. So yeah, I'm the project owner. Then we have Cash. Cash is the lead developer. And then we've got another member called Bozu, and he's really busy with managing the community and taking on some marketing and then instructing the moderators. So yeah, we all have our core tasks, and then I mean, we already have people posting our links in the chat so you guys can see. But yeah, I mean, Cash, me, and Bozu, we are the core members, and we all know each other from high school, which is a really long way back. I think like 10 years already that it started. So yeah, it's definitely good to have the core team members to actually personally know each other. And of course, about myself, my background is in finance. I work as a finance consultant, and I have seen a lot of accounting and finance departments, done some investment banking, yeah, and different companies. So, in addition, I also have some experience with the stock market, traded there for about 5 years now. And yeah, I mean, always had this passion for investing since I was little, and looking to make that my number one activity with this token that I have built with my team by providing financial services to people. So yeah, that pretty much sums up my background. Cash, you want to go?
Sure. Yeah, my name is Cash, and like Smooth mentioned, I've been developing in the cryptocurrency space for about 9 months now. Before that, I was a computer science student and also a web developer. And yeah, when I started, I basically did a bunch of jobs as a contractor for different, as already said, NFT projects on the ETH network. Um, I mean, most of them were pretty small, but some of them were pretty huge. And then, I've also done things like breeding, staking. Also did another token, which actually that was also a very big team. So it went like from 1 million to 100 million market cap. But yeah, I've basically been doing this full time since 9 months ago, and yeah, been learning each day. So
Love it. Love the background information. Also love the combination, right? Just basically experienced crypto web developer in the team, combined or paired with a financial guy, traditional finance guy. This is very interesting in the crypto space. You won't see it too often in the crypto space, but then again, I really like this combination of teams. Right, this is just a very very interesting combination. So
Yeah.
basically,
So
a
yeah,
little background here from you guys. Also the
yeah,
roles in the project, I guess, covered with this one.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just give us a little bit of insight, yeah. Just getting through the list which you sent in. Um, a little bit of your token or your project, right? Just tell us what are your goals, what are your tokenomics, what are you trying to achieve there.
Yeah, yeah. I'll just start with another small background story, and it's actually fully about the project now. So, the project itself, it started with the idea of investing for other people, and the reason for that is because I see, as a traditional finance guy, coming into the crypto market, I have another vision compared to the rest of the people. So, what I saw when I came here was, people don't always have the time or knowledge or experience to make, these difficult investment decisions. So that's where my idea of, starting an investment service provider became reality, as I just saw a big gap in the market. So between all these, you see low utility and hype tokens that don't survive when the hype is over, or volume, for instance. The idea was to create something which actually lasts and benefits people. So me and my team went to work, and we worked out the idea, and we thought that we wanted to be able to give people different investment opportunities. For example, staking as a service, investing as a service, which goes, which is, goes hand in hand with traditional portfolio management. And then we had another interesting idea of investing spare change in cryptocurrencies. So those are the services that we're looking to provide. So if you would just, scroll down to the services section on the website, then there you can see that we're actually starting with staking, and then we're going to in the near future we have lined up the investing as a service, and then we have change investing. So I'll go into those deeper, about which what the actual service entails. later. But for now, a little bit about the project itself. So yeah, we wanted to create something which lasts and benefits people, different investment opportunities. But yeah, the main priority right now is, with staking actually being live at launch, and launched, of course, in less than 2 hours. That was the whole idea with Scorpion. So, I mean, quickly, if I were to summarize our project in 2 sentences, then it would be that our utility is actually that we are providing investment opportunities to people with staking-based returns live at launch, and then we're moving towards other financial services that we want to provide to our holders in the near future. So yeah, the staking, it works with daily rewards, and if you compound this, then you have a good APY. And yeah, I mean that's the project in a nutshell. Cash, do you want to go over the tokenomics?
Um, so the tokenomics itself are pretty simple. We have a buy and sell tax. The buy tax is 14% and the sell tax is 19%.
Oh,
And then
can I ask AJ, can you scroll down to the tokenomics section? Then people can also see. Yeah, that's good.
yeah, so basically, well, we haven't really covered this yet, but to cover the our staking protocol, we have basically two funds. One is the liquidity floor value fund, and this is basically is collecting BNB from Texas, and it's basically providing a risk-free value for our token in case of sharp price drops, to back our staking protocol. And then we have the treasury, which can either back the liquidity floor value fund if needed, or the funds are used for marketing and operations, and the allocation of that, is dependent as well on the market, of course, and the project needs at that time. And then finally, like any token, the part of the tax goes to liquidity.
Yeah, so AJ, that's basically the whole works of the project in a nutshell.
All right, this seems very interesting, especially with staking being available right at launch. So let me just go back to the services, right? So basically, you give or you hand out daily rewards through the staking protocol, right?
Yeah, so it's actually the auto staking protocol that we have developed is a better version of what's on the market right now. So if you can scroll down to the strategy section, is actually under, yeah. So what Cash was mentioning already, so our staking protocol, it actually gives people staking rewards for our own token, but the difference is that people don't have to actually stake it themselves. It's auto staked in the wallet already. So and what we're trying to do is provide people with a certain daily reward, and the strategy section basically covers how we're able to provide this daily reward in the most sustainable manner as possible. So yeah, Cash already mentioned the liquidity for value fund, and this is using the trading fees to back the staking based rewards. And then we have the treasury, so that can be used whenever the staking protocol needs more than we can give it from the fund. Then we have the treasury next to operations and marketing to just act as a backup for it. And then we have multi-chain farming. So with that, our future investment portfolios are going to be dedicated always a portion to our own token, and that's interesting. And then we have burns. So burns will allow us to keep the small supply of only 500,000 tokens, and a little more because of the staking based rewards, to stay under control and back the daily rewards in order to make it as sustainable as possible. So that's the staking, but yeah, that's only the staking part of the project. So the staking we have fully worked out and is live at launch, and the other two services, which are investing as a service and change investing, those are planned on the roadmap for now.
All right, all right. But I like the protocol itself, right? So no holder actually has the need to go on a dashboard and stake his tokens there. No, it's auto staked if you're simply holding them in your wallet, right?
Yeah, so we do have a dashboard, and the reason for that is we want to, give people the ability to also track the rewards that they're getting. So the dashboard, of course, we need for the future services as well. But right now we have already designed it. We had a graphic designer make it already, and Cash is just doing the last few items and tests and coding in order to, show people that how many SCM they have earned already in our token, of course, and how what's the market cap, what's the price, so a whole dashboard. But they don't have to, actually stake it at the dashboard. They can just see the reward, and there's also a calculator um, and a swap button which takes you to Pancake Swap. So yeah, it's really nice.
Seems very very interesting because the rewards actually if you're just holding and compounding, right, it is a amazing APY if you're looking from the APY side. But then again, I like the staking protocol by itself, right? Because no need to actually do something as a holder. You can simply buy in, hold, and receive your rewards on the way. So I would guess, right? But I'm no blockchain developer by any means. Just have some knowledge there in the space. But I would also
Yeah.
say from the security side, it is a lot safer than the usual staking protocol, right?
Yeah, exactly. So with the audit, we passed it in the first time, so there were literally no security issues, and yeah, we have a lot of because indeed almost no one can do stuff manually. It also makes the whole smart contract and stuff a lot safer as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this aspect. I like this aspect because, as we all are aware, in the past, some staking protocols got some security issues in which some hackers, yeah, took advantage of them and draining off the staking pool or something else, right? But basically, I like this approach. I like the APY. So it is, wait, do I remember correctly, 2.15% per day, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, 2.15% per day. This is actually a a good amount, right? A very well amount. Also like it
Yeah,
that you
so
are adding into
yeah.
liquidity as well, right? Just to
Yeah.
stabilize the things.
Yeah, because what we see, of course, with Pink Sale and with other projects, I mean, it's impossible to have a pre-sale and not people taking profit. So, I mean, how do you counter that? Firstly, of course, good marketing. A solid marketing plan is what you need in order to get more exposure, more volume, and more eyes on your project. That's for sure. And then, secondly, how can you, as a token side, um, you know, um, design your token as such so that you have a solid base. So for that, of course, liquidity is really important because if you add more liquidity, then every sell has less impact on, of course, the price. So that's really good. And of course, the stronger your liquidity, the easier it's tradable. So yeah, liquidity is really important, and for tradability, but also for scalability, of course.
All right, I like it. Just a question which I got earlier. Just let me jump on the preset because we are talking about liquidity anyways at the moment. We have here for the pre-sale liquidity percent 51%, right?
Yeah,
Is there a
yeah,
particular
exactly.
reason you did decide to not put more into the liquidity itself after the pre-sale?
Okay, so what we thought for liquidity is Pink Sale is already, Pink Sale is, I mean, you also launched through Pink Sale. We all know that Pink Sale is literally, I think, the best launchpad that you can use in order to have a good pre-sale. So that was actually our only option. And with Pink Sale, the case is right now that um, you have at least 51% of liquidity. So, which is of course already really strong because we raised like a 104 BNB. So, more than 50 BNB is already going towards the liquidity pool. And this causes it to be quite strong already because half of all the BNB that you raised is already into liquidity. Yeah, we believe that 51% of the whole BNB that we raised is of course already enough. But in order to scale our project for the future, we decided to also have a big percentage from the tax going to liquidity. So we think that we have covered liquidity in both ways quite well.
All right, all right. I think this is a very good question. Very good question. I'm saying very good answer there for the question which I received. Do you want to proceed first before we cover the questions? Because there are some questions already in the chat for you guys, or do you want to proceed first with your normal schedule?
Yeah, I think I think the only thing.
Let's go over the roadmap.
Yeah,
Go the
yeah, sure.
roadmap. Just a little echo there if you can, Cash.
Cash, can you mute yourself?
Muted.
Okay. Yeah, let's just cover the roadmap because the roadmap is the only thing I think that we have left out. So if you look at the roadmap, yeah, you're already sharing it. That's amazing. So for us, the idea of the roadmap is not only showing what we are going to do, but I also have some of the past accomplishments on there. So if you look at March, then yeah, what I told already, we have been working out the idea. And yeah, when I started with the project in March, I actually had to pitch the project to the Discord first because the Discord was, of course, the people that wanted to get in the small private sale that we held. And it was actually a really small private sale. We didn't actually raise more than we needed. So from the money that we raised, we did, of course, we made a small first version of the website. We had a first version of the white paper, and yeah, we had our other website designed as we have it now, of course. And yeah, just KYC with Pink Seal. We did the audit, and yeah, I mean, the first phase of the project was doing the private sale, starting the development of the smart contract, working out the idea, start the market research, of course. And then early into the second quarter of this year, so let's say early April, which is not even a month ago, we already finished the smart contract development. We finished working out all the services that we're going to provide. Yeah, we had a different version of the website and the white paper. So if you look at the website, it's actually made by a good graphic designer. And then we have also our white paper link on the website, which is another website. So that's amazing too. And then we had the KYC with Pinksil. So that's really important because it gives investors the trust in the team, of course. And yeah, it also allowed us to become eligible for Pinksil trending, because if you're not KYC, then you're not allowed to get in the Pinksil trending bar. So we actually had the KYC, and during the first day of the fair launch, we already had so many eyes on our project. I remember checking Google Analytics, and we had like 500 different people visiting our website in the first day. And then I remember that we had Pinksil trending, and we were like, we started at position 8, and we just kept on going higher and higher. And then we had like we stayed like position 1 to number 3 for like at least 24 hours. So that was amazing. That's why our fair launch went pretty good, I think. And yeah, I mean, what we also achieved was a partnership with Legacy Capital. So Legacy Capital is a known name, of course, with the DeFi consultants. So what they do is they design your marketing plan, and yeah, so we all know Jerry from the Discord, of course. I mean, Poocoin and me know him. He's a good guy, and his organization is specialized into marketing. So they really helped us push the pre-sale, and they're actually also helping us doing the aftermarket launch. So we have a lot of marketing lined up for the pre-sale and the launch, and yeah, it consists of if I can just quickly talk about the marketing plan, what we have done is, and what we're going to do still, is doing a lot of AMAs, of course. We went into a lot of communities, and we talked about the project, and people were really positive in general. So they went into our Telegram group, and people started talking about us. So we did that, and of course we had some calls. We had some Twitter influencers posting us. We had some listings on CoinGecko, on Coin Sniper, sorry, and Watcher Guru, for example, and also trended there for a bit. And during the launch, we also did a lot of AMAs, like the Pink Seal one. So it actually had like 100 people looking at us. And then after launch, of course, we have some more marketing lined up, like I said before. And yeah, for the future, of course, we have developed or we are going to develop the other services, and we're looking to actually, like you guys also found the registered Scorpion Capital Company, and I believe that this will enable us to, not only have an organization behind the token, but also, for instance, bring real life assets to crypto. So yeah, really excited for that.
Definitely. Can tell you, company registration is kind of tricky sometimes, especially if you are looking for real world asset involvement there.
Yeah.
But the roadmap seems pretty fine from my side, right? I like everything you have achieved. I must say, in quite a short time. Not everyone is able to do this if you are not having a huge team backing you up, right? As I can tell you, people being or handling the dev work is a lot, right? This is a lot, and a lot will come for you guys. So I hope you're prepared for this, but I don't have any doubt about it. Now let me see. Roadmap seems very clear from my side.
Yeah, what we did was we didn't put too much on it because we have, of course, a lot of ideas, but we also don't want to overpromise. So what we have on the roadmap right now is really what we're going to focus on. So yeah, we can say we're going to do NFTs, we're going to do this and that, but I mean the main focus right now is actually developing these other services so we can cater our investing abilities to more and more people. So that's basically the idea for now.
All right. I love it. I love it. Really. Seems very, very interesting. There, there we have. Get prepared for the question: when CMC, when Coingecko, right? This is the
Oh
usual
yeah,
question
the,
which will strike
it,
you.
it always comes. There's no way around it, and of course we have to answer this one as well. The CMC and CG listing, we actually have Jerry from Legacy Capital, and we got Brian from there. So those are all known names. So we all know them, and Legacy Capital is of course also a listing agency. So yeah, definitely we have already talked about this. I asked Jerry, let's get this CMC and CG listing as soon as we can, and he was really confident that we could do it. So I mean, from our side, we're going to do it as soon as we can. Yeah, I mean, of course they have right now they have more requirements in terms of trading volume, in terms of they also go through over your website and stuff. So if they like what they see, they're going to list you. So yeah, I mean, it's also just trying as hard as you can and just filling out the application, and have a good token with a solid base, good liquidity, and yeah. So from our side, it's a go. Yeah.
No, perfect, perfect. Because this is the usual question, right? Which will hit you
It's
like,
always,
yeah, right
yeah.
after launch,
and
you
and
will
and
see
and
this.
I'm sure that this question is going to come and come again, and until we're actually launched, it will keep coming every day.
Definitely be prepared for it, right? No, but this is we know Jerry, Brian, and Justin and everyone involved in Legacy Capital. They are very good guys from the marketing side. Can tell you, they know what they are doing, and it's actually very very good for you that you are able to partner up with them, right? Especially early on, for them to handle everything. This is very promising, very promising. Okay, roadmap. I would tick off. Maybe we will see some questions later regarding the roadmap. There is one last question there on the question schedule you have. Launch where and when?
Yeah, so I'll quickly tell you about the pre-sale that we had. So the pre-sale, it was a fair launch. So the reason for this was we had a lot of eyes on our project, and of course we had Jerry as our marketing partner with Legacy Capital. Of course, no, like AJ said, they know what they do. Um, but yeah, so we used Pinkso because it's the best launchpad that there is, good track record, a lot of good names that have launched here, but also because there's not really a competition for launchpads at the moment. I mean, let's say what other options do you have? You like Unicrypto, DXL, that were not really the launchpads that we're looking for. So definitely Pinkso what we did, and they have, of course, either you do a regular pre-sale or you do a fair launch. So we went with the fair launch option, and the reason for that was because if we would have a regular pre-sale, then of course you have a whitelist, and with the whitelist, if you are giving away whitelist spots and everyone can buy, like, let's say, two BNB, then I imagine that the pre-sale is going to be filled within seconds, and it would only be like 50 people depositing two BNB, and then it would be over. So we have now 171 contributors, so that would mean that only 50 of those people would be able to invest. So we didn't want any whitelist. We want to give everyone the fair chance in order to buy the token, but also to give them enough time to listen to our AMAs. So during the launch, we did a lot of AMAs on the pre-sale. So yeah, that's why we chose the pre-sale. So um, yeah, the first part is of course the pre-sale. So that's done. It was done yesterday at 9 p.m. UTC, and today we're looking to launch. So after this AMA, me and Cash, we're going to sit together and we're going to finalize the last few items that we have. We have already tested it. We have already figured out something for bots before we put it out to the public. So yeah, I mean, we need to fix the airdrop, but that will be done really easily. So yeah, launch will be after this AMA, not right after, but it will be after this AMA. And once we're live, I will post in the main Telegram and give you guys the word that we have launched, and I will post the links for the Poocoin and for the Pancake Swap and the contract address. So yeah, I mean, in the next 2 hours, a lot is going to happen. Yeah.
I like this. A little bit of insight for the people actually listening, right?
Yeah, and I see, of course, some more people from our own token who are here. Some people from the army, of course. So yeah, I mean, everyone that has questions is of course welcome. And I believe a lot of these people have the same questions as you. So definitely glad to be here and being able to answer people's questions. Yeah.
Perfect. Then I guess we can proceed with the community questions. I would start off with the first set of questions by Flamebull in here. A total of 3 questions. He did post them in the chat. I will just read them out for YouTube as well. So question number 1: the taxes, are they collected in BNB or through a sell on the chart? Like reward tokens, does it create sell pressure?
Cash, do you want to take this one from?
Sure. Yeah, so basically it's indeed collected as BNB, but the sell side only happens when people are actually selling. So yeah, that's basically it.
All right, so basically a trigger sitting there for a sell, and then the contract will sell.
Yeah, so basically each buy the fee is collected, but then only on the sell it's actually sold, because for the liquidity floor value fund to make sense, it should of course be in BNB and not in our own token if it wants to support our token. So
Definitely. Can fully understand it. Could you just yeah, perfect. Now makes sense from my side. So it will create sell pressure, but let's say not huge amounts of sell pressure, right? The percentage there is not that super high, and only being triggered at a actual sell, which enables the chart to actually go for a green wall there, which is very important as well. Flamebull, if you are not fully satisfied with the answer, just drop it in the chat, right, as usual. Question number 2 here. Supply is elastic. You mentioned it would always stay around 500,000 tokens. Are the burns that strong with the massive rewards you give out?
So the supply, I didn't remember mentioning that it will always be staying around 500,000. So what the thing is with the supply, we are different from the other tokens that offer staking rewards in terms of the APY that we have. It's significantly lower than the competition. So there are a lot of tokens that offer you, let's say, 5% a day, and this compounds into like more than 1 million. And we're not doing that. So with our supply, the thing is, we only have like 580,000 tokens in total, and yeah, so we have like 2.15% coming every day. But of course, we have these rewards are backed by the staking protocol, and the staking protocol is mentioned on our website. It has the whole strategy behind it. So the 4 pillars that we have, and I'll quickly just repeat them. We have, of course, the liquidity for value fund, which backs or gives a reserve value from the token. So it's actually the trading fees going in there, and then the reserve value that comes out of it. And then we have the treasury, we have the multi-chain farming, and we have the burn. So you have to see not only the burns, but you have to take everything together. So everything together provides you the reward that we're striving for. And of course, the token itself is going to be able to, be traded on the open market. But with our small supply of only like, let's say 550, 580,000 tokens with the rebase testing now, I believe that, yeah, we can keep the supply under tight control. That's for sure.
Right. Good answer there. Very good answer. As I said, Flame will just drop it in the chat if you need more details. Question number 3 here. With given APY of over 2% daily, you almost sure will get constant sell pressure. How do you tackle this?
Yeah, so I mean, if I would answer this question, is actually the same as I said with Flamebull. So there are a lot of tokens right now that are offering way higher percentages. And what we did was actually we took the model and we perfected it. So I mean, of course, you cannot be 100% perfect, but what we saw with a lot of tokens was that they had a huge supply. So the thing is with a huge supply, if you have, let's say, 1 billion tokens, for example, right? So if you're going to do staking based rewards and like, let's say 3% of your tokens are adding every day, then you're going to have millions and millions of tokens being created every day. And the problem with that is there are just going to be a lot of people who are getting a lot of tokens added in their wallet, and that causes a lot of sell pressure. And what we did was deliberately we kept our supply really low. So it's not even over 6 digits. It's actually just 5 digits only. And together, I mean, with the sell pressure, of course, is on the open market. But what we can do in order with the liquidity for value fund is have at least a reserve value for a token, and turn the trading fees into a sustainable APY. But not only the liquidity for value, also have the treasury to help us when the fund is not enough, and also the other way around. So if the liquidity for value fund is getting a lot of tax and a lot of volume and it has a good value, then we can of course also migrate funds from what's left in the liquidity for value fund after already providing all the rewards. We can put that in the treasury and we can use it later. So in terms of that, we always have the daily reward backed up by some sort of protocol. But then we also have in addition burns. So burns will also help us to in next to the small inflationary effect that we can have, we also have burns in order to undo some of that. So we believe that we can provide this daily reward in a more sustainable manner than the rest. Yeah.
I like this answer because you basically also got on some, let's say, kind of competition out there with the protocol you are
Yeah,
running.
definitely. Yeah.
Fits perfectly. You gave it some thought. Yeah, you guys can tell you, right? You can hear this from the answer. You gave this whole thing some thought because then again, Flamebull, of course, is I think a question which you hear, let's say a lot of times, right? Because seeing a APY of 2.15% per day, of course, people will worry about some sell pressure going on there. But I also think that people which are into the long-term holding thing, of course, they will at some point take profits, right? This is inevitable for a
Yeah,
token
it's
style
natural.
project,
Yeah, it
right?
happens
It's
always.
natural.
Yeah.
It's normal thing to happen. But then again, I guess a lot of people will not just sell off immediately the rewards every single day, but a lot of the people will also use them for compounding, right? It's kind of a thing to watch from the longer term perspective as well, because in the long run, I think the lower APY overall towards your competition will help definitely, right? And then of course also the measurements you took with the taxes by itself.
Yeah, so I would say if I were, just comparing it from an investor point of view, why would you go into our token and not just every other APY token? So with the APY tokens on the market right now, what you see is a lot of those tokens are promising, let's say, 1,000,000% APY. And the first thing that happens when they launch is a dump because, the inflationary effect is like 5% per day. So that's not what you want, of course. So, and uh, not only the APY that they promise, but what they're doing right now is just, promising the highest APY on the market. So that's how they market their token right now, is by saying, yeah, we're max APY, and we have the highest APY in the whole market. And when I look at that, I'm just, of course they convince investors to invest with them with the slogan that they have. But I know, and Cash know, and a lot of the guys here know that what they're saying isn't true. There's no token on this planet that is able to provide 1,000,000% APY in a sustainable manner. You need to have a lot of right. You need to have volume right. So you need to have your marketing right. You need to have the reserve value of your token right. You need to have a good supply. You need to have good supply control. The trading fees needs to be optimized. It's a lot that comes into looking when you're doing these kind of APY rewards. And I believe that our APY may not be the highest out there, but we have focused a lot on the sustainability part. And I mean, the utility for us doesn't stop there because um, we're not just doing staking. We also have lined up a lot of the other services that I mentioned already. And yeah, I mean, that's why I would recommend people. I mean, of course, it's difficult to recommend, but that's why I would say we are different from the rest because of all these reasons that I just mentioned.
I like it. I like it. Because as Flamebull says here in the chat, you've seen a couple tokens like this, mostly DAOs, that just write down because of too high APY, right? This is basically right. And I like the approach that you're saying now. We would rather have a lower APY to be more sustainable in the long run, right? This is very, very important, especially from the investor side, right? If you are playing around with very high APYs, you also need to think about the sustainability because, yeah, let's be honest, the APY of more than 1 million, too much pressure on the supply side, on the sell pressure side overall, coming into the token then, right? This is a lot to handle in the long run.
Yeah, but what you also need to cover is, of course, the marketing. I mean, you can have, and you know it, of course. I mean, you can have the most amazing token that there is, right, Buka? And then you can have a really good token. You can have developed it amazing, you can have the best website, but if you don't have the marketing plan in order to expose it and get more people in, have there be volume and anticipation, for example, then it's actually all for nothing, because what you need is really to have people also using your services that you're going to provide. So marketing, it as no one else, marketing is really important in this Binance world that we're in.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It won't help to have the best product if you are not displaying it on the shelf, actually, right? It won't help at all to have a
Yeah,
very good
exactly.
product out there. Yeah, I can tell you. I know exactly what you're talking about. And again, a lot of people sometimes forget about one very big factor there, right? That marketing will never have this direct impact, right? It's just for the
Yeah,
people which are
exactly.
here awaiting the launch, right? They will do marketing. They are partnering with Legacy Capital, so marketing will definitely happen. Can assure you of this one. But then again, this instant return like won't happen. I know if you think about our launch back then, which was a 70 BNB pre-sale, right? A lot of people were getting very yeah, let's say impatient, right? They got impatient because it took them, in their opinion, too long for the marketing to actually hit there. But then we did it 150x, right? Which is a huge thing to
That's
achieve
crazy.
as a project. It is very
Yeah,
huge
it
thing.
was a huge achievement, and I think with you guys, it also really helped that you guys were really focused on building the community and getting people, in and telling them about the project, and shilling, of course. Those are just the ways that you need to do or go in order to, have success. So you guys already did that, and I mean, for everyone who was impatient and thinking it would go up 100x directly after pre-sale, then yeah, I don't know what to say actually.
Nah, won't happen most of the times, right? It won't
No,
happen. You need time to actually build the exposure and then to actually convert the exposure into buy pressure. This takes some time. So just an advice also for this launch coming up, just be patient, right? Can tell you they have the right partners. They have knowledge, as you can hear in the AMA today. They have quite some knowledge about the stuff which they are talking about. They have a well thought product there, because you can see they're not just aiming for the biggest APY out there in the market. No, they want to achieve long-term sustainability, right? Um,
exactly.
very nice. I like what I see. Right? But I guess you can hear this.
Yeah, thank you very much, man. Yeah, I mean, every time you say it, it puts a smile on my face, because like we have worked really hard, of course, for this, and the time between the beginning of the pre-sale and the first few days after the launch are just the most hectic days that you can have, right? So I mean, just fully preparing myself for the few hours to come. And yeah, I mean, as a token itself, we are here for long term, and we can assure you guys of that, because it's our vision to help people, with investment decisions. We have the experience. I mean, I believe that we can solidly, build something, and we would ask, people to join our community and just be active in it. Just ask us questions, help us with the DAO, with the important decisions that we need to make, and then we can do it together, because we listen to our community as well. And when we're going to design, for instance, investment portfolios for people to invest in, in terms of assets, risk levels, then we want also the community to say, I think we should invest in this, or we should invest in this. So likewise with the whale fund that you guys have, we're actually also going to listen to our community and bring active involvement in it. So that would also be one reason, to become part of us. And yeah, as a token itself, our goal is to just keep developing. So yeah, I mean, marketing and developing is what we can do, and that is what we will do for our token. So yeah.
Exactly, but you got a very good point here, because I have it open on the website already, right? With the coming soon. Investing as a service. I'm from traditional finance, you as well. You know exactly that I'm very interested in this point, right? Could you just
Yeah.
elaborate a little bit? What are you planning to do there with this service?
Now comes the moment of reality. So with our token, the fun part is of our token is that we actually wanted to start with this service. So we actually wanted to start with investing as a service, and the reason was for that was it was the most thing that I was being excited for. Actively trading on the open market and managing investing funds. So actually doing something with my investment banking background. So and then we went into staking, of course, because it's a trend in the market, and we saw that we can do much better than the other tokens. So that's why we decided to just put staking first, and we already have worked out investing as a service, so it won't cause that much of a delay. But we have it worked out. So based on that, I can of course give you a good view of what we're going to do. So with investing as a service, for now, just forget the staking. We're purely talking traditional investing now. So let's say hedge fund or whatever you want to call it. With investing as a service, the goal is to, for us to offer the holders that we have to pool their funds in a regular investment portfolio. So what we see with a lot of tokens right now is they offer, for instance, one portfolio, and then of course they manage it. But what we want to provide for people, and what we recognize on the market, is if you want to be able to invest for every type of crypto investor, then you need to be able to also recognize that there are a lot of different people, and they all have a different risk class, so or risk profile. So some people like taking less risk than others, and some people like to take more risk. So as an investment service provider, then that's what you have to recognize and implement in your services. So with investing as a service, what you did is we're going to not only have one portfolio that we're going to manage, we're actually going to have like two to three portfolios. So let's say relatively low risk, then we have the regular portfolio, and then like medium, you could say, and then we have relatively high risk. So with the low risk, of course, the emphasis would be on more investing into multi-chain farming and just staking, yield farming, and the tokens that you'll invest in, or cryptocurrencies, will be of higher market cap. So more bigger tokens with less downside, and just building long positions, for instance. And then we have, of course, a regular portfolio, which will be in a mix. And then we have the relatively high risk. So that's where it becomes a lot more interesting, because in the relatively high risk portfolios, what's going to happen is we'll be going to more actively invest. So there will be a shorter time period for the investment, so it will be near-term focused. And in addition to building long positions on all undervalued cryptocurrencies, we're also going to be looking to short the overvalued ones. So we'll be making hopefully we'll be making gains from both sides. And that defines actually our investing as a service that we want to provide to our holders. So yeah, that's investing in as a service.
I like this service. So basically, I as a holder will be able to hand you over a part of my like SCM tokens or a part of my portfolio to manage, or how will this work?
So actually, it's a service, because I think Book already, that if you have a company and bringing real life assets or managing assets directly is, of course, legally a little tricky. So what will happen is we'll design the whole service, we'll design the portfolios, we'll have the community involvement in building the portfolios as well. But for the portfolios itself, people will be just able to put BNB inside the trading inside the dashboard, for instance, and they will be able to pool it in a portfolio. And then the benefit of that is also that they can put for instance, also BNB spread over different portfolios, so they can, for instance, also put money spread over low and medium and high risk, for example, so they don't only have to go with only one portfolio.
All right, yeah. This covers like parts of my next question already, because being involved in running something as a trading service or investment service, this is always a little bit tricky from the legal side, as you already said. And as I saw already, with the company registration coming up, you want to be sure to make the things correctly, right? Just also, if you have any questions there, just let me know, because we are in the whole process, and I can tell you, with running our community fund, you are facing some regulation issues there from this side as well, right? Which is obvious, which is of course obvious.
Yeah, so definitely we already thought about that, and based on that, of course, we designed our services, because I mean, I never mentioned, but me and Cash and Bozu, we all live in the Netherlands, so there's tight regulation on financial services and actual investing banking. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. I like this. Right? Because for the people which are listening, right, it's not usual to have a team which is thinking about these things as well. Because what you would normally see is just, if you're talking about company registration, is just rushing for this offshore registration, for example, on the Cook Islands or something like this, and not giving a thought about the long-term sustainability. And I can tell you, if you have a service involved in a project, in a company, which includes investing, and especially if you're from the Netherlands, as you said, you will face tight regulations there. So you need to think about this part. And I love it that you are covering this in your thoughts, most likely speaking to the right people there, to make this happen. All right. Now let's see.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a journey for sure, but yeah, at some point we'll definitely hope to get there. Yeah, first build a community more, build more exposure, more buy pressure like you guys did, and then push more development, and then the company.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is exactly the right way, or the right path to take. Basically, it was the same path, or it is the same path, which we were taken at the beginning. Just build a community first, build the exposure first, get some gains in, get some attention out there in the market, and then you are able to move on with this very important stuff. So about the change investing. Sure. This is also a very important, interesting part if I look into it.
Good one. Yeah. So I'll go over this one as well. Change investing is I think one of the most fun things that we're going to develop. And with change investing, the whole idea is to like I said, we want to help people with investment decisions. But this is a different level, I think. Where with change investing, what we're going to do is we're going to basically round off transactions. So either this will be through the dashboard or through our own wallet. So we have to figure out the most optimized and efficient way, of course. But the idea here is to develop a service where people's wallets, their transactions, of course, they will be rounded up. So let's say, and I'll explain this with an example because that makes it more insightful. So let's say you are paying 0.48 BNB to someone, or or swapping something like that. So what will happen regularly is there will be going 0.48 BNB out of your wallet, plus the small gas fees that we all pay on the Binance chain. So that's what would happen normally. And what we're trying to do is implement such a feature that the transaction itself is going to be rounded up. So let's say the 0.48, it will become 0.5, and that would mean that 0.02 BNB is going to be saved, and is going to be saved in a wallet for you, and you will have access to this wallet, of course. And this wallet will always put small rounded up transactions and the difference, of course, between it into the wallet, and you by this service you will save money without feeling it, because only a small portion of every transaction is saved. And yeah, I mean, this change will also be invested in one of the portfolios that you have chosen. So um, it will not only help you with your spending habits, but it will also help you to yeah, to make hopefully some returns on the capital as well. And then just if you, for example, don't look for a few months, then you can wake up one day to a wallet with quite some money in it, for example.
I I really like this idea. I can tell you, because this is like the, as you stated on the website, save money without feeling it, right? If you're just rounding up transactions in total over time, of course, if you're having a lot of transactions happening, um, we'll see a big impact there. And this just helps with the whole saving process overall, right? Um, I think this is a pretty big idea, and if it's implemented in the right way, um, a very nice thing to market, actually. Can tell you that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Definitely really excited about making this one reality for sure.
Very interesting things which are there upcoming. Are there like time frames in which you say, all right, this time frame we are calculating with investing as a service and change investing?
So I would say for investing as a service, that would be the first service that we're have to going to develop, because the change investing, it will of course take part in the investing as a service, because then the money that's saved will also be put in the investment portfolio for a part. But the investing as a service, we have lined up on the roadmap for for the next let's say 2 months. And the reason for that is because, of course, it needs really precise, development, as in, being able to for people to deposit money, and then being able for this money to go automatically in one of the, in all the assets that the portfolio is investing in automatically. So that will take some developing time. But the good thing is right now that we have the staking, at least we have live already at launch. So that will enable us to, when from a development part side, we can fully focus ourselves on, just looking at the staking from a day-to-day base, and just, keeping the people updated to any um, efficiency improvements, for instance, on it. Even though we believe that it's good as it is, but that allows us for to actually focus as much as possible on the development of the investing as a service. So yeah, we are going to be doing everything we can in order to develop it, test it, and get it out there as soon as we can. And of course, not to forget, with investing as a service, what we're also going to be needing to do is go with an audit that is just goes a little bit deeper. So of course you're handling money, and your smart contract is getting more complex. So yeah, with that, of course, we need some more security assurances, and because of that, we're going to be actively looking into a certic audit. So we're going to request a quote when the time comes, and then we're going to look in how can we also make it as secure tight as possible. So yeah, that's going to be implemented as well.
I like this. I like what you're talking about, because these are some pretty unique ideas there, especially with the change service coming. Um, and as you said, if you're doing it, which you are planning to do, if you're doing it on the right way, safe from every side, a very nice thing to actually market here. So a lot of potential I see here, because you're not just the usual project which is launching, just basically trying to copycat something existing already, but you're putting in your own thoughts and creating your own USPs. And this is very, very important on the open market, right? Especially once the early hype is gone, you want to rely on more sustainable things. And I think you're taking the right path here. So I have one more question up my sleeve, right? One more question, which I think you did face the question already, like multiple times in other AMAs before. I know you are
sure.
KYC through PinkSale, right?
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys planning on doxing? Are you doxed already? What is holding you back from doxing? Right, this type of question it is.
Oh yeah, I mean with doxing, of course. I mean for cash, of course, it's. I mean for the team, of course, it's not that easy. I would say because Cash is working on some big NFT projects, and I've helped him with some stuff as well, and we have all promised to sign these non-disclosure agreements. So I mean, it doesn't make it difficult, but what we thought was, we'll just do the KYC with Pink still, so at least everyone knows we're real people behind the project. And another docs that I have done personally is to Genyon trading. So, Buka, you know Genyon, of course, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I've personally doxed to them. So I've given all my details to Texas and Bobby, so they know who I am. So I mean, yeah, I think I mean, from the point of view that I mean, what we could have done, we have done, I think. And I mean, if there's need for more and people actively want it, then of course we'll look into it as well. There would be no problem.
All right, I like this because I know the let's say struggle myself, right? I myself and also even HA, we haven't been able before, like right after launch, to dox ourselves like completely. We took the same measurements with doing a KYC, doxing to some partners there, which brings a lot of reassurance there. But it's a process, right? Because doxing, you need the right timing as well, I would say. And sometimes, for example, for me, when I worked in traditional finance, I was not able from the contract side itself, right, to run a, let's say, financial business on the side. So basically, that was holding us back. Same things applying here to you guys, but then again, nothing which I am like particularly concerned of. Can tell you, too much work into this project to be a, yeah, let's not take the bad word in the in here. I like it. I like what I'm seeing. I guess so. So basically, this is for the people of our community as well, right? As you are all aware, we are running our community whale fund. This is a possible investment for us, right? Of course, it is risky if you compare it to, for let's say, Bitcoin or other investments we did so far.
Of course, we understand that. Yeah.
Definitely. And then I think the community wants to launch. Yes, this is why I wanted to end it now. And basically, we covered a lot of questions here. Let's say me personally, I have a good feeling here. Of course, it is risky because it is a early stage for a project, but then again, I think worthwhile to take a look at. So keep this in your minds when you are taking the poll for upcoming investments. And otherwise, I would say it was a lovely AMA. Lovely to have you guys over here, cover a lot of questions, but we do not want to hold you off launching.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I'm looking at my own Telegram chat. I'm seeing when launch. It's crazy out there. There are a lot of people waiting.
Spreads the FUD.
Yeah, and of course,
I know this feeling.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so yeah, I mean, of course, Buka, if I can thank you for this AMA, everyone here. Thank you, of course, for listening to us. Thank you, Buka, for hosting us, and the bankers and the BD Capital team, of course. for the host and everyone for just showing profound interest into our token and our community. And yeah, I mean, we hope, of course, that we have answered all your questions. But of course, I mean, if there are any more, we're always up for it. We're doing regular voice calls. We're doing regular AMAs. So there's enough opportunities for new investors or people that are interested in our token to learn more about it. And yeah, I mean, for us, I think the priority is launching, and that will happen between now and 1 hour, I think. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll just post. I mean, I'll have the mods post the links for us, and yeah, you're welcome into our community. And thank you again, BD Capital team, for the amazing AMA.
Thank you. Thank you for your time covering a lot of questions. And yeah, as I said, we don't want to hold you off launching. I want you guys to launch now because I'm looking forward to claim my bag from the pre-sale to enjoy the staking.
Yeah, of course, yeah. The staking will be live at launch, yeah. But yeah, I think me and Cash, we're right now. Me and Cash are going to sit together and yeah, just give the people what they want. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Give the people what they want. And I would say, just as closing words here, good luck from the whole BD Capital for the launch. Remember, if you have any more questions, just hop into the chat, ask them any questions. And otherwise, remember, tomorrow we will have the AMA with Rome, which is a pretty big upcoming project as well. So be sure to check this out as well. And good luck, Scorpion Capital. Smooth Cash, thank you for being here. I wish you a smooth launch, can tell you. Looking forward to it. We'll watch it, definitely.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, I think mine and Cash's eyes will be fixed to the screen and the chart for at least the next 12 hours.
I sure think so.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it was amazing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll just yeah, Cash. I think it's time for us to get some stuff done, right?
Exactly.
For sure, man. I mean, everything is set up, so we just have to do it.
Yeah, press the final buttons and do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Press the buttons, do it, and then keep your eyes tied towards the chart, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's amazing, right? Yeah. Okay, man.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank you for
very
your
much.
time. Thank you, Cash. Thank you,
you
Smooth.
all.
And I will end the AMA for today. And we will all hear each other again tomorrow. And I will be jumping around your chat as well, right? So let's get ready for launch.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay. Thank you, guys. And yeah, bye-bye.
Yes, thank you. And bye-bye, people. Enjoy the launch. It is a very amazing time.
Bye-bye. Yeah, thank you.
Bye.